Hold this. Hold it good. Hello and welcome back to the Split Focus Podcast, where we talk about, as of right now, the winners of the Palme d'Or.
What's that?
The Palme d'Or is like the grand prize that you can win at the Cannes Film Festival. Highly regarded film achievement.
Oh, that's cool.
And this week, we are to talk about The Mission.
Oh, really? Winner of the 1986 Cannes Film Festival.
Yes, the year was 1986. And
1986, a number, another summer. That's the wrong number. That's the wrong year.
oh, what did I say?
I was doing the wrong. That's
Oh.
1989 for the song "Fight the Power."
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, The Mission.
The year was 1986. And
a number, another summer.
The Mission won the Palme d'Or. And
Sound of the Funky Drummer.
And we watched it. Boy, did we watch it. But before we even get into any of that, I think we forgot something from our last installment. If you did watch, it was Kagemusha. The year was 1980. And you got to tell me, did you think it was a film?
We got to explain the rating system.
Oh.
Not everybody. Some people might be jumping in.
Well, we have our own arbitrary rating system.
We loosely set one up during the first episode. All that jazz. Is a four-pronged. Oh, is it four-pronged? I have
Sure.
loose plan. It's still pretty loose. Let's be honest. There's a flick.
Mm-hmm.
Flick. That's the lowest we go. So right now, may change. Flick. That's a movie we didn't really quite like.
Mm-hmm. And then?
Then you got a movie. A movie. That's pretty good. That's it was all right to not bad.
Pretty good movie.
It was a movie. Exactly. Then there's film. Oh, it's an upper echelon right there. Oh God, you want to strive to be a film, but some films surpass that even.
Mm-hmm. And what are those?
They become cinema. As Marty Scorsese would say, cinema.
And so Kagemusha?
It's firmly in the film, the upper echelon of film, I'd say.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's definitely wedged in the film category for me.
I would say that I have to agree. I don't know what the bar is for cinema. I was deeply moved by Kagemusha.
You personally feel it.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is I personally don't know what is like that.
I think cinema is subjective.
For me, pour moi, I don't know what's going to make that leap.
Correct. And only you can know when you see it, when you witness pure cinema. What about All That Jazz? Did we ever rate All That Jazz?
I don't remember.
We should do it.
Let's do it. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cinema.
Film. Okay.
I was quite enraptured with that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think it had
progress for me.
That it
musical.
That was progress for you. I will say everything for me thus far has needed a second watch to really sink in. I considered watching The Mission a third time.
I regretted doing a second time.
Hey.
But no, I knew All That Jazz was cinema because I knew it the first watch. Banger.
Nice. Hey.
Good one. That's a good one.
If you like it, I love it. So that said, let's get back into
Anyway.
let's talk about the film at hand today.
Okay.
And I mean, hey,
I mean,
hey, you know, there's a lot.
yeah, look, going just judging it off these past two, it's not that bad. I'm really kicking and screaming over here because but it was a movie. It was a movie.
Oh, you're rating it now.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
It was
a time.
It was a time.
It was a time. And I don't want to get too. I don't know. I had to wrestle with a lot with this movie, and I think the second watch really
What do you mean?
benefits.
I told you how to feel about it at all times.
The second watch really benefit, and you know what else? I didn't fall asleep the first time we watched it.
The cinema for you, I guess. That's got to be
Is
criteria.
That
for
are
cinema.
you telling me the bar for cinema?
I'm telling
for
you
me?
your own bar.
Yeah,
yes. that should be accounted for. I didn't fall asleep. Watched it pretty late, and I didn't fall asleep.
It's true. So this film, this film actually did premiere at Cannes.
Oh, yeah.
In
we were talking about that last time.
Yeah, we did. In 1986, there was a man on the jury. What was his name?
Are you talking about the jury president? Yeah, each festival for the main competition has a jury that judges.
Any notable jury members we should know about?
Well, the jury president in 1986 was one Sidney Pollack.
And I've seen him in a film recently.
That's right. I'm not going to spoil that. He was uncredited. He doesn't want to be credited for that work.
Hey. And it was a film that I shared with you. True. Because it was spooky time.
It was a breeze pick before the podcast even started.
In retrospect, I almost wish I could have saved it because that was a good one. If you can guess the film.
I did say it under my breath.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
If you can guess the film.
Death Becomes Her.
But yeah, it was just like
He's also a director. Don't sell Sidney short. He directed a lot of films. Have I seen any of them? I don't think so. That's why we're doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Broaden Our Horizons.
So broaden our horizons. Learn a little bit about ourselves, about life, about love. Yeah. The film is so. Tell us about the director, because I mean, like, I could talk a little bit about the premiere, but put us in context. Like,
sure. So this film is directed by Roland Joffe. He's a British filmmaker. This is one of his films of note. Really, he's got like, I'd say 3 films of note.
Okay.
There's his debut, The Killing Fields, which was garnered much praise. I once again haven't seen it.
I feel like we should watch it because it's so, like, people are like, well, if he did this, like, of course we're gonna like this.
This is his hot follow up to The Killing Fields, bro. And but these are probably his 2 most renowned films. That The Killing Fields and the mission. He followed this up with was it right after? No, I think he had a film in between. I saw the title, like, I don't, whatever. But the next title in his filmography that really jumped out to me was he's partly responsible for the live action 1993 film, the live action Super Mario Brothers film, which is
different,
amazing
from this one.
I think he might have directed I don't know if it was reshoots or not. I didn't look too far into it. Maybe we'll
do a little dive.
Maybe that's a Craig's pick. Have you seen it?
No. The Super Mario jump?
93, so
no, I'm
Bob
good.
Hoskins, Leguizamo.
I could be
Dennis
convinced.
Hopper.
I could be convinced.
It is fantastic trash. It is a terrible movie, but it's so bonkers.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Well.
So apparently he directed some part of it. I don't know. He's not the credited director. Once again, didn't look that up.
Hmm.
He has a producing credit. It's crazy. And he followed that up with the film adaptation of The Scarlet Letter, which is like a notorious bomb, I believe. It's critically reviled. It's
I think that I also
started Demi Moore, like peak, like Demi Moore backlash.
fever. Oh, the opposite.
Yeah. Well, fevered back, probably one. They go hand in hand, probably. But yeah, it was not received well. And I think I watched part of it in school because we were reading said novel.
I also feel like I did.
Yeah, and I remember like I was just like,
the ever astute baby Quag.
it's like I guess it's better than schoolwork.
It's a movie.
Better than schoolwork.
So, yeah. So this director hasn't had this.
And he fell off. He fell off after that.
Is what you're trying to tell me? Okay.
Yeah, he just fell off.
Which is a shame.
He made a torture movie, and that's the name of the genre of the Hostel. That Hostel and Saw spawned torture.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The audience would know that. You gave me a horrified look when I said
that. Well, yeah, because that sounds awful. And
I mean, it is.
Like that was like a thing in and of its. Like it had its moment in.
It did.
American.
Never really rose above
culture.
Those two movies I mentioned. I stick up for Hostel Part 2.
I don't. I'm sorry, bro.
I think it's better than Hostel 1. Fight me.
He wants to fight. But yeah, this director, and that's always sad, right? Like when directors kind of don't, just ascend with their career, but
and peak early.
Yeah.
Shame.
But let's talk about it some more. The other like names of note in the cast: Bobby De Niro. He's on the cover. I didn't even know that was him.
Not
for some reason. It doesn't look like Robert De Niro. Like I don't know who that looks like.
Mug doesn't look like Robert De Niro's mug.
No, it doesn't. I don't know.
No amount of facial hair or long hair can hide. I think it's that face.
I think it's the long hair. I don't know. He's just
well into elder statesman Robert De Niro. Like he's becoming his final form here.
Yeah, I think this like transitionary period I'm not very familiar with, and so I was like, I don't know who that man is.
Not Babyface, Taxi Driver, Godfather Part 2, De Niro. This is man's been working.
The man has been working. I mean, at this point in his career, he had 2 Oscars.
Sexy. Nothing.
What'd you say? Oh my god. At this point in his career, he had 2 Oscars. Another person of note, Mr. Jeremy Irons, who's probably one of my Robert De Niro but Jeremy Irons as well is like also one of my favorite actors to see on screen. He just has a presence about him. Same with De Niro.
He's a cool guy.
And then Mr. Liam Neeson.
Surprise Neeson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't expecting that. Do you want to segue into expectations, or are you?
Sure. Is there anyone else to talk about? Oh, the composer.
Ennio Morricone. I it up. Shit. Cut that. All right.
Ennio Morricone.
That's it.
You say it.
No.
Do it again. Try again.
Ennio Morricone.
Again.
Ennio Morricone.
To the camera.
Ennio Morricone.
Again.
No, that's enough.
Sexier.
You think I am Robert De Niro in this movie? No, I'm not.
So yeah, that is the players of note. But yeah, tell me about your expectations, bro.
I don't know. I mean, I was kind of expecting a stuffy costume drama. Kind of got that.
Okay. I think
not really, but I mean, yes, but no. It's
I feel like some of the Palme
a
d'Or
period
winners.
drummer.
I feel like some of the I feel like some of the Palme d'Or winners are.
Where are they putting this?
I feel like some of the Palme d'Or winners are like you've heard of them before, one way or another. But this one I had not heard about and was very like, I'm really protective over my movie experience, so I didn't read anything about it. I didn't know anything about it. The only thing that I knew
This one, no.
was the cover. So I was like, I low key have no
Didn't
idea
even
what's
know
about to
that.
happen.
But yeah, this one seemed to have been forgotten by time
Why do you say that?
because I've never heard of it either.
Um, um.
I don't know.
So in addition to the Palme d'Or, it also won like a technical award
Yeah,
and nominated for 7 Oscars.
I mean, not
One
surprising.
one best cinematography. Just thought I'd set the stage. Gotta set the stage real good.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Sure.
I didn't even know that going in. So
Morricone didn't win.
he did not. He did
It's like
not.
the best part of this movie. Anyway,
That's what it is.
spoilers.
So let's get into the film. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. Something that I've said about the last 2 movies, which I find, which was almost misleading, especially on the first watch of this film, is that when the opening of the film is like a standout, I'm like, oh, I'm in for a ride. This is about to go off. And the opening of this film is a man strapped to a cross, sent down a river and over a waterfall.
Over the falls.
And when you see that, you're, and it, I mean, like there's other things going on, like there's a narrator, like dictating a letter / narrating. But when you see this, you're like, oh snap, what's about to go down? I thought it was a killer opener.
Yeah, and like Joffrey's career peaked early.
Damn, you're shooting shots for someone who's never made a film before.
Made him in my head. They're up here, baby.
That's
up
rough.
Here.
But you know, it is what it is.
But it did. That's just objective fact. That's probably the best scene in the movie.
It is
the first
good.
scene in the movie. So
yeah. So
Cannes Film Festival goers were so high on that opening, or the jury, I should say. They're like, "Oh, dude! Oh man! Oh, that's it.
That's the one.
That's it."
Well, because it's so like heavy. The narrator's talking about like what is going to happen. Is that considered foreshadowing? Let's say that it is.
Yeah, it's basically it's like you're probably wondering how.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Let me explain.
Yep, that's me.
The film does that.
But we don't know who is.
But he's not the guy on the crucifix, obviously.
Yeah. We don't know.
That would have been something. That would have been a choice.
Yeah. Could have. Would have, should have.
Yeah, you're probably wondering how I got tied to this cross and put down a river.
Well, then here's
then how it happened.
Do they reveal the narrator before or after that? Doesn't matter.
It was before.
Yeah.
He's
some old guy.
He's speaking out loud. He's young boy's annotating for him.
He's dictating a letter.
That he was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So
to like some
young boy,
power that be. No. I'm like, who's he writing the letter
to? The Pope. I think it's to the Pope.
Oh, yeah, to the church.
He's there on behalf of the church too.
Yeah, I don't really know how the Catholic chain of command goes.
He's going there to. Pope's like, should we do it? Should we help these guys?
Doesn't seem very popely.
Hey.
The
The
outcome
Pope.
doesn't seem very popely. So, um,
Christ-like.
but then they're like, what they didn't know, as far as like sending the guy over the river was that it would bring them in contact with like essentially their demise. Spoiler alert, you should probably watch the film.
Nah, you don't have to.
We watched it, so you didn't have to.
Basically.
No, you should, especially if you're watching this for film school. Watch it. So it reveal, we've got Jeremy Irons and Liam Neeson climbing a waterfall to like go figure out what happened to this.
To go colonize the jungle.
To go colonize the jungle.
Yeah, they send Irons in after the
after
Jesus Christ pose goes down the waterfall.
Yeah, and
and yeah, that's when we're surprised with Liam, babyface Liam,
babyface.
So babyface.
I swear to God, he doesn't say more than like 10 words in this movie, 20 tops. Like he doesn't say much. He's there, but he's like,
he doesn't have to,
and he's a presence. Yeah, he doesn't have to. Like
he's tall as shit.
You're not even mad at him. He's just there, and I actually really love him in this movie. For just his presence alone. Mm-hmm. Irons comes through the jungle. He's climbing the waterfall. He almost falls. He doesn't. And and
those sequences are cool when they're climbing the waterfall.
It's true.
Not as cool as going down the waterfall, but
but he comes in contact with the natives, and he sits and plays this like solo on an oboe, and the
a flute. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's an oboe.
I don't know, so I'll believe you.
And so the natives come out, and they're like, trying to like figure out what is up with this dude. And then one of them comes from the back and just like snaps his shit in half. Like he's like, cut this out. Like we got, what is going on here? It was comedic.
It's great.
But and somehow they, commune, and he converts them to a certain degree.
Yeah, it's not really shown.
Yeah,
it's just kind of like, that's it. Like, oh yeah, like most of those guys were like, that's a great flute guy.
They were like, what is this man doing?
One guy's like, nah, I don't know. I'm gonna break your flute.
It's like, shut it up, shut it down. My reaction at this moment was shoot him, kill him, get rid of him. Like, you don't want anything to do with this man. Like,
you were right. In the grand scheme,
get him out of here. But that would have been a short movie. That would have been a much shorter
movie. Anyway, so yeah, what happens after that?
Then we also get introduced, if I'm not mistaken, we also then get introduced to De Niro.
That's right, yeah.
And like almost like an opposite encounter where like he is hunting the natives.
Yes.
And he's, they're walking through the forest and they get caught in like a net. And
sprung a trap.
Yeah. And they're running away. He's got guns. They have like bow and arrow. Mm-hmm. And then he brings them back to like this settlement wherever they are. And it's kind of horrific because you can tell that he's like feared.
Irons name checks him. That's
that's right.
He knows him by reputation.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm building a mission up here. Like, you get out of here, because the natives do run to Irons in this. Like, they kind of run behind him in that instant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's implied, I guess, time has passed. They've warmed up to Irons. Gabriel, yeah. Gabriel is his name.
Yeah. And De Niro's character, his name is Mendoza. Rodrigo. Mendoza. Mm-hmm. Rodrigo. And he he rides back into town with them, like, strung up behind a horse or like, what have you. And locals that are also like for I don't want to say former indigenous people, but like indigenous people in the society that they're in are like, this one woman like grabs her kid and it's like, let's go. But then we're introduced to like a love interest.
Well, you skipped past.
Oh, I did.
There's important. That's kind of important. So yeah, before that, De Niro comes back. He brings the indigenous slaves back to Don Cabeza. We meet Don Cabeza.
Well,
he's I guess for lack of a better term, one of the big bads.
It's true. Oh yeah. Well, I think
he's on the Spanish side, I believe.
Yes.
I think I remember. And yeah, so he's De Niro's capturing these people and bringing them to him, selling him
to Cabeza.
He's a slave, slave trader, mercenary, and Don Cabeza is buying
as a profiteer.
Yeah. Also, fun fact about Don Cabeza is not who physically plays him, because he's actually dubbed.
Oh,
he's dubbed.
Okay,
but a different actor does the voice.
I was like, he sounds so familiar, but I couldn't match the face to the bot to like the voice.
Do you know who dubbed him?
No.
You're not gonna know him by name.
Okay.
But we watched him in a movie when we were running through the Coens.
Yeah.
Look up A Serious Man. His name is Fred.
Okay.
You got a computer?
No, I know.
Melamad or something. Cy Abelman in The Serious Man.
Oh.
Yeah, that's him.
Interesting.
I was like, that's the guy's voice.
That's crazy.
I didn't know ahead of time, but yeah, the voice sounded familiar. All doing research, I saw that. I'm like,
the moral of the story is trust your senses.
That's almost as good as sending a guy down a waterfall on a cross. Almost.
So then, yeah. So you meet the so I think all the major players are kind of there at this point. The narrator, who's representing the church. You have the Jesuits, who's represented by Gabriel. The Rodrigo Mendoza, who, hold on to your pants, but he represents the ops. You also have Don Cabeza representing the Spanish side, and then there is also like a Portuguese side to this.
Yeah.
Is that also the Jesuits? I don't know, but the Jesuits are kind of like in the middle of that, as this land is being like fought over by these particular players.
Yeah,
we're introduced to a love interest. This is like Rodrigo's girl, who is in love with his younger brother. Correct. And she just tells him, like, he like recently got back from, his mission. Like, that's not a mission. I guess it is a mission. His mission.
Whoa.
And this woman who he loves, or who he says he loves, is like, yeah, I'm actually in love with your brother. What's his name? Felipe?
I don't remember.
They're all fictional characters, so it's okay.
I'm doinking your brother. That's what she says.
She says that she loves him. That's not settle down.
For 6 months, I've been doinking your brother.
Why are you being crass? Are you being crass again?
Yeah,
you crass man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Rodrigo broods on this for a while. There is one scene.
Seething in hatred.
He is.
I'm looking like a creep, like a.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was doing good. I was censoring myself.
Yeah, like split the difference.
I don't know how to divide.
Split the difference. And he like broods all night, and then in the morning, it seems, he goes and confronts him, but he like is speechless, and he walks out, and his brother goes after him, and then he's crossing the courtyard or wherever the hell, and I guess he perceives a man has laughed at him. He's like, "You laughing at me? Laughing at me?"
Oh, you looking at me?
He's ready to.
He's going to go Travis Bickle again,
and
you got to be looking at me. There's nobody else here.
I was like, this seems actually a little out of place. Like, you know what I mean? Like this random stranger is like about to catch a stray,
So why didn't he just kill his brother?
and that's exactly what he did.
Get spoiled. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he's about to murk this one guy because I guess it's because his former love's like, don't hurt him. So
Oh
he's
yeah,
like he's like half trying not to. So instead he's gonna kill this random person.
he's an
But
angry
then the
man.
brother followed him, trying to like, let me explain, dude. Like, what's there to explain? You're doinking his lover. So
That is a
you've
bit
been
of
doing it
censorship.
behind his back for 6 months. So you know what? I get it, Robbie. I get it. It's messed up.
I mean, it is.
But this movie goes like, I don't know why it makes this more convoluted because it is made up. It's not like it's based on true events. This part of it is.
Yeah.
But
This
yeah.
this particular conflict.
This subplot, this plot of this lore, Robert De Niro lore, Mendoza lore. But yeah, it's just kind of a little too convoluted for no reason because you should. I mean, honestly,
It
just
serves a
leads to him killing
purpose.
him anyway.
It serves a purpose, but like that, like you laughing at me? I was like, it's fine. You guys could have just taken it outside, but it serves a purpose. Him killing his brother, um, stabs him.
It's
Uh,
true. Assassin's Creed, so
and the Chicky Poo, she runs out.
Carlotta, I believe her name is.
I believe you. She runs out and she's like, "Oh my god!" And it is the most beautiful, like, woman running in a dress that I've ever seen in my life. It was very beautiful.
Sure.
You weren't struck by. I was like, "Wow, how is she even doing that?"
Was I struck by it?
Yeah.
I'm a straight guy. Of course I was.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know. It was very beautiful.
Sure. Yeah.
I didn't know if you were insinuating. You were like, "No, I wasn't struck by it."
I was struck by De Niro and this brooding. Also,
Hey,
I was
see,
handsome man.
see.
Mm-hmm.
Onward. Now he's landed himself not in jail. Where is he? In an insane asylum? Like, but like
It's
18th
like
century
so. Yeah,
thing?
no. Then we cut. Well, we cut the irons. He's coming. He's coming into town to I don't know.
He's there.
He's there. I guess to like, hey, we're at the mission. He's here,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, yeah, Mendoza's here.
No, they were like, "Do you know
Do you
Rodrigo
know him? Do you
Mendoza?"
know him? And he's like, yeah. And like, yeah, he does.
We think
He's here on his own volition. He's there on his own volition because I think because he's in with Don, the Don, the Don.
Mm-hmm.
That he's above the law, kind of. So he has to he sends himself there in isolation because he's kind of above the law or something. It's kind of implied that he's like above the law, so he's like doing this to repent, I guess. So they said like irons. You got it. You got these guys in the jungle to trust you. You build a friggin' mission.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to Bobby. Talk to Rodrigo. So he goes in there. It's like, kill your brother, eh? Sucks.
And then again, he's like, "You laughing at me?"
Yeah. He's
You
trying
laugh?
like he tries to feed him. He tries to give him his food. And Bobby's like,
Get out.
oh no, that's Jeremy Irons. He's whisper acting this whole time.
Not the whole time, but the majority
Also,
of the
the
time.
audio mix on the Blu-ray was really low. Like we had to crank that shit up, and still, Irons was like,
Subtitles.
Oh, God is love.
Pro tip.
He's yelling, and it sounds like this. God is love. He's yelling,
stop
but it's like
it. He said, "God is love."
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Scar. Anyway.
And God is love. So
what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
this confrontation.
It's confrontation. And so I guess he's doing the thing, and he does start laughing at him. He is laughing at him.
Well, yeah, he's like, you laughing at me? He's
So
like, yeah,
De
I
Niro
am.
gets up and so unthreateningly like grabs him and puts him against the wall. It was like so like labored. It didn't work for me. This I was
Okay.
I was like he gets up and he's like looking on the screen. I swear it looked like
Maybe we need a third
they took like
rewatch.
they did one. No, we don't.
Anywho,
I'll watch that documentary again. But yeah, he pushes like, you laughing at me? And then
he's like, yeah, I am, because you're being ridiculous. He's he really wants him to like uh, he's not trying to like excuse his behavior, but he is trying to like he's like, there's love. You are still deserving of love. He's like, I know that you're a slave trader. I know that you're a mercenary. I know who you are.
Mhm.
I know that you killed your brother. But you're still like worthy of love, and you have to like you need to pay a penance. And they go into this whole diatribe about like he's like, what does he say? Something along the lines of, you chose your crime, now you choose your penance. And he's like, well, what do you do if, are you ready to watch it fail?
What am I just sucking?
What
I
if
can't
it
do it.
fails?
Can't do anything.
I think this is a very important moment.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like, can you imagine killing your own brother and like living, like, you know what I mean? Like his character could choose to like,
Personally, me, I can't.
well, duh. But like, could you imagine killing your own sibling and then just going on with life and being like la di da? No, you're gonna like, I mean, at least in this, I don't want to call
What
it a
if I
fairy
did?
tale. In this storytelling, like he's moved by that because he also loves his brother.
Mm-hmm. What if I did though? What if I did kill my sibling and I was just like,
Whatever, you know what I mean? He's not.
Scott free. I'm like,
He's not that guy. You know what I mean? Like Mendoza's not that guy, and I think Iron sees that in him, so he's like, "Yeah, you're coming with me."
mm-hmm.
And then one of the most like the next sequence of them like this like Sisyphusian like boulder, literally a boulder of armor,
Yeah,
up the mountain.
Yeah, so De Niro Mendoza goes makes the trek to the mission, carrying his armor and weapon in a bundle in a
In
bag
a sack.
behind him, in a sack behind him.
He's dragging it.
He's dragging it up the cliffs, up the waterfall as his penance.
Yeah, and he's slipping and he's sliding.
And probably the
and
second best sequence in the movie.
The Jesuits are like, you can stop.
Enough, bro. Yeah, Liam's
stop.
like, dude, tell this guy to stop it.
And
Irons is like,
Gabriel was like, he seems to be okay with it.
He likes it.
He seems to be okay with it.
No, he's like, he's not ready. Once he's ready, I'm ready.
Yeah, which fair, right?
Like, that's you fair. Sick. No wonder they got this guy a scar. He's a sick, sadistic son of a bitch.
But also in this sequence, we see him like, participating in like their, Bible study. I don't know what it is they do. And then, I mean, like, we could go on and on because it does last for a while. Just like his penance of like going up the waterfall. Yeah. Very beautiful. But they eventually make it up to the village on top of the waterfall. Or
no, they're met by the tribe.
They're met by the tribe, and the current Jesuits are met with like a warm welcome. And De Niro is like,
here comes De Niro,
and you have a lovely nickname for him.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking like a mud-covered Santa Claus. Mud Santa.
Mud Santa.
Oh my! And it's coming. Robert De Niro's Mud Santa.
It's coming to town.
Crap. He's got a big bag coming with him.
And there's like a moment where the tribe's like, some guy like runs up to him with a knife and is like, almost seems like he's gonna cut his throat. I don't know that they recognize this guy as like.
No, they do.
Okay, I was like, I think they do, but I'm not quite sure. Once again, kill him.
That
First watch, kill him. Get rid of them all.
That's another thing I want to bring up now.
Go for it.
Rarely are we ever given much of the natives' point of view. Really, they're
Correct.
pretty passive in the story. They're just kind of there. They're glorified props for most of the movie, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you're bringing this up because I was gonna save it till the end, as we could like talk about like the reception of the film, all in all. But
I mean, this is something I noticed
I mean,
earlier in the film, so I wanted to bring it up.
Sure, why not?
Mhm.
I sat with this film because the first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, it's pretty good, and then I was like, there's like the white savior complex is like. I thought, by this point in the movie, especially because what happens with Mud Santa is like you think that they're gonna kill him.
I want to think. We should think on Mud Santa because that can be taken wrong. I think people can.
Ooh,
Yeah,
you're treading lightly. We call him Mud
but
Santa.
I mean, if you saw the movie, you'd be like, long hair, beard, carrying a sack behind him full of goodies.
Mm-hmm.
That's Mud Santa.
He has like a Santa like quality to him, but sure, I can definitely
A
appreciate.
mud covered Santa Claus. That's all I'm saying.
I could see how you would
saying.
want to tread lightly on that.
I do, but also it's too good. I can't.
It's too good. I can't
tread fully. Heavily.
Yeah, you can't tread fully heavily on that. Or rather, you shouldn't. Okay, but my point is, if you could let me get to it, this movie is essentially one battle after another.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm gonna sit back.
This movie is essentially one battle after another, under like in a different font, right?
Saying Paul Thomas Anderson's a hack and he stole his movie from The Mission.
No, his movie comes from a book, another book, right? But I'm not gonna say Paul Thomas Anderson's a hack. I wouldn't say that, but I would say that I think the umbrage that people take with this film is a similar umbrage that I take with One Battle After Another. Right? You have this like very timely, prominent issue, ongoing issue, everlasting issue with like indigenous people.
Mm-hmm.
Or people that are being colonized, people that are being terrorized. And you have this like these two different forces, right? This one tells like a slightly different story in that like in one battle, like Leo is like one of the like rebels, and then he becomes like a schmuck, right?
Dissolute, yeah,
Yeah. But still the people of interest, the people that the outcome of the story like most heavily impacts are a backdrop piece. The one thing that makes one battle different from this is like the over sexualization and the trope of Perfidious Beverly Hills.
Perfidious?
Yeah, is that her name?
Perfidia.
Same thing.
Tomato.
Right? That's like the hook in that, and what like sets the plot in motion is that like crazy trope. And in this, it's more like the trope of like these native people being docile. You never, and I think what had me come around to this movie and perhaps even feel better about this movie, perhaps, is that I feel like it was done on purpose, that we don't actually know what the natives are saying. Like it seems more purposeful that they are a backdrop piece.
Sure, I guess, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there were no saviors. Spoiler alert.
How dare you spoil it? We haven't gotten to the spoiler part.
And then there is one thing that truly does tie this to one battle after another. Is the very end. So
Yes.
where were we?
Yeah. Mud Santa.
You think they're gonna kill him? They don't kill him. They cut his boulder, as it were, off and roll it into the river, which was pretty funny. And then he sobs. He sobs. He sobs. He sobs. I thought he was laughing. I think he's laughing and sobbing. I don't know, but it's very like it's very De Niro. It's beautiful.
It's true.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful man.
And now things are like idyllic, if I'm not mistaken. Um, right? He gets folded into the community.
Right.
He's got, now he's gotten his body painted. He's helping to build the church. He's, you know, doing all the things.
Right.
They try to get him to kill a pig. He won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's because of like a Jesuit rule or his own rule.
Well, you're skipping past the part where he's like, he wants to thank Father Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him on. He's like,
Oh.
don't thank me. Thank what was the name of the tribe?
The Guarani.
The Guarani.
Guarani.
She said. Anyway, yeah. So he said, thank them. It's like, how do I do that? And he's like, well, here's some literature. Here's how you thank them. You force God onto them. That's how you do it. And he becomes a Jesuit priest.
Yeah. I mean, he does eventually ask to become like a Jesuit priest, but he doesn't like.
I mean, I guess so, but like that's him sliding the books. Like, this is how you do it. You become one of us.
And because we're doing the right thing, right? And I see that as, if I were to translate it to like now times, I see that as like, you're like, it could be like a religious zealot. It could be like your, let's call it that. Just being like, yeah, this is the way. This is the way we do this, and we're doing the right thing. And we're doing the right thing because we're being peaceful, and we give them what they need, and they're free here. Actually, this is the lesser of two evils.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they still allow them to like have their language and religion and like cultural practices, when in reality they're still, imposing.
True.
And I think I don't know. Once I realized that the colonizers are given the benefit of the doubt, and that's like the core in my mind, that's one of the core dilemmas of the film, is like giving someone the benefit of the doubt when they're, I don't know, I guess all they deserve is doubt, because they mean you no good. They only mean you harm, no matter how well meaning they
True.
claim to be.
Sure.
Or want to be. But yeah, he gets his stripes in the community, and he's playing with the kids. They cook, they share a meal. I thought it was very telling that they share this meal without the community members.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, why aren't y'all sitting with the people? Since you're so good, since you're so godly.
No, we want to eat bread. They eat stinky food.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'm just assuming. That's what it implies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like foreign food.
And then the frame when Robert De Niro, well, when they figure out that he can become a Jesuit, and it's like the frame in a frame, and he's sitting with that like soft white linen. It's a beautiful frame. So, oh god, so beautiful. And then they have the small, they've decided that he can't become a Jesuit and that he has to follow what Gabriel tells him to do. And they have this like ceremony, and in the ceremony they talk about, I want to say it was Saint Ignatius, and he had like a way of saying it. Um, to labor but not count. It was something about whatever Saint Ignatius says. Um, that I was just like, a colonizer is a colonizer is a colonizer. Like if it's by the church or by the sword, like it doesn't,
Yeah.
don't quite matter. And I mean, in that way, this film does like, it's very open about that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oops, all colonizers.
um and then at this point, like, we see the narrator again.
Oh, are we back there now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess they've come to make their appeal to him. Get the singing boy.
Yeah.
The singing boy.
My notes here say that they perform humanity for them. But they're also like, so the I think he's a papal, papal is what I think his position is. I don't know, but he comes to the settlement where they are, um, to make a decision on behalf of the church whether or not the Jesuits will be will be protected,
Right. Yeah.
and thereby like the indigenous folks. So the Spanish like slave traders, um,
Spanish and the Portuguese
are there, and then the Jesuits are there, and they have like and this is a crazy scene if you ask me, because they are performing humanity. And I don't know, like, on the first watch he was like, this is not a this is an animal. And I'm like, did he just call that child an animal? Like,
he did.
he does. He does.
Cy Abelman.
But it's like, what is it? He says that they have to be like, that they're lethal and they have to be subdued by the sword, or and be put to profitable labor by the whip. I was like,
Hey, he's trying to make some bucks.
shook.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
He's a bad dude, but like, if that doesn't like shake you, even in this like very fictional, semi-fictional way, like, especially in where we are now as a society, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Tactics haven't changed.
They have.
Well, the words haven't.
True. I don't know. It just,
I mean, yeah, if you want to make somebody seem lesser, call them animals. What are you doing?
no, I was just stretching my leg.
Oh, okay. Me too.
No, yeah, it just was. It's always startling, especially when it's a child, like, to be able to like have like, to really, what does it mean to really dehumanize somebody? Like, if that doesn't speak to you in this current climate, in this current moment, and to be able to put words to that, like, and I'll pause. I think that's why a lot of people don't like this movie, is because it's very heavy-handed in that regard.
Sure. Yeah.
And so, and like, I think that I'm the type of person that I want to know what people are saying. I want to know what people are thinking, even if they are the opposition, because you can't it's more dangerous to not know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What are you looking at?
You.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm looking for like some feedback.
No, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah,
And how did that scene make you feel?
Well, so yeah, he does all this. Yeah, made me feel like, yeah, okay, this is a bad guy. That's what it made me feel.
Well, I mean, at the so the other part of the scene, because there's several things that happened to the scene,
Yeah,
like I
there's more
couldn't
to the scene.
take notes fast enough. Was like, then Jeremy Irons gets up, or I'm sorry, Gabriel gets up, and he's like, "This is not a child, an animal of the jungle," and he's basically like petting the child that's on this pedestal, and I'm like, "Hello," but if you didn't, I don't know if you have to come from a subjugated people to be able to see that not necessarily just to be able to see that that's wrong, but like to be able to see that for what it truly is,
Mhm.
you know,
Sure, yeah.
and feel that and be moved by that in such a way that's not like, I don't know. I feel like some people are like, this is bad because those people are bad, and spoiler alert, nothing happens to them.
They
But
get what they
spoiler
want.
alert, that's low key what happened, high key what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah,
Speak on it.
speak on what?
What happens next? I don't know.
Oh, so yeah, Irons comes up. Is like, this is a good boy. He's not a bad boy. He's a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does. He does his little. This is my pet. I don't know. So he tries to make the case for the tribe and the mission. Probably more importantly, the mission. That's all he probably really cares about. But so yeah, he makes the case. And this is where we find out the it's a treat.
The
It's a
Treaty of
treaty.
Madrid.
The Treaty of Madrid. A real thing that happened. Can you believe it?
Facts. History.
Yeah. So it is. This is where we find out it's under the mission now falls in Portuguese territory. So now it'd be up to the Portuguese whether. Oh, I don't. That's pivotal because it's up to the narrators got whether they continue to protect the mission or not. But this is where then Don Cabeza is like, the Portuguese, they do slaves. Us Spaniards do not. That's when.
Then our dear Rodrigo speaks up. Our One of our white saviors speaks up, and he's like, "That's a lie, and you know it. That's
And
a
he would
lie,
know
and you
because
know it."
he early in the film
He works for Cabeza.
gives the boy slaves.
People, they're not slaves.
Well,
This is important to know. I think that people, like when we talk about people, they're like, people aren't slaves. People are enslaved. It's a
okay,
thing. I'm
okay,
serious. It's a
all right,
thing.
all right. Sorry.
It's a history lesson for you.
Mm.
Um,
True. All right.
so, um, but Don Cabeza is like, I'm not gonna be talked to like this by like a monk. Ha! And he storms off, and him and his crew storm off, and the judge would storm off, and there's this like, you need to, Rodrigo needs to apologize. So says the man from the church, and he's like, but wait a minute, what was he before he got here? And Gabriel was like, oh yeah, he was a slave and a mercenary, slave trader and a mercenary.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh geez, my bad. But he still got to apologize. I don't
That's
know.
right.
They're just like the people that this impacts the most are just like political cannon fodder, like, and it's all political theater, which
Mm-hmm.
also very timely for now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's never really lost on me.
It's all up there.
What is?
You clocked it up there. That's what I meant.
Oh, well, um, what happens next?
I don't remember. He tells him to apologize, and he does.
He does. He does.
He
He
does.
apologizes in like the least apologizing way.
Yeah, he's kind of just like, he goes too far.
Yeah.
I apologize to all my peers. I apologize to you, Your Excellency. I apologize.
To you, native boy
My
with a
native
monkey.
boy, yes.
Well,
I
for some
apologize to the
reason,
monkey. I apologize to.
yeah, he's just apologizing.
Yeah,
You get an apology. You get an apology. Everybody
that's
gets an
right. He Oprah's these
apology.
apologies. That's right.
Um, which I don't. That's like in the vein of political theater, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But he accepts this like this apology, but also the next thing in the plot that gets set in motion is that this higher up from the church is now going to visit all of the missions and to pass down his decision on like whether or not the Jesuits are protected by the church. Um, and he already knows before even going to these missions that like they're not going to be protected by the church, but he goes anyway.
Mm-hmm.
um he goes back in a narration mode and he says something very beautiful, very eloquent. So I the writing's quite good when you can hear it.
And it's probably just the mixing on the physical release, but
I know nothing about it. But
uh,
he's like, a surgeon at times has to like sever a limb to save the body, and I didn't know the beauty and of the limb that I was about to sever, which I thought was very, I don't know, it's very poignant, but I don't really fall for white guilt. He's like, oh, I did not know that I was gonna have to. This is such a nice limb. Oh my god, we're
this
gonna have
freaking
to.
arm. Oh my god, look at it.
It's beautiful.
Looks like Bobby De Niro's arm.
Sawing it
You want me to
off.
saw Bobby De Niro's arm off? Come on, come on.
Also, backtrack just a second. People say that his New York accent came
The
through.
one review. I
Yeah,
mean, it
but
sounded like Robert De Niro.
I realized that I don't know what Robert De Niro sounds like. Kind of like Keanu Reeves. I like sonically
Okay.
blind to the.
Keanu sounds kind of like a SoCal surfer dude,
But for
and
some
Robert De
reason, like I
Niro
don't.
sounds like a New Yorker.
But he didn't. I don't know. Like his, how people have like a very distinct voice.
Well, he's pretty. Yeah,
I don't think.
like Robert De Niro.
I don't think he has a very distinct voice. And in this way of like settle down, you're like,
I guess we gotta watch more Robert De Niro
probably.
movies. Man.
Yeah, I won't protest. He doesn't have like uh who has a very distinct voice? Keith David, Christopher
Oh yeah,
Walken.
Keith David does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Walken, yeah.
right.
De Niro too.
But not in this. But maybe you're right.
Well,
Maybe I
he's
just
so
haven't
like
heard enough of
he's
him.
like reserved, and I'm not a fan of his performance. I'm not a fan of his performance in this movie.
I am a fan of his. I'm a fan of everybody's performance in here, and because it shows range.
Okay.
Yeah, like a little bit of restraint is good, in a
Too
role.
much. I think there's too much in this movie, personally.
And I think that's another reason why people aren't into this film because they're like, wow. I think it's a slower film. I think that people think that it's boring,
Right.
and that's why people don't like it because the roles aren't like fantastical. Like it's not doing the heavy lifting of the story. The story's doing the heavy lifting of the story. The characters aren't doing the heavy lifting, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know who's supposed to do the heavy lifting. I think it's supposed to be in concert. But
Probably.
I think that this one is skewed in a slightly different way. I don't know. We'll get there. Where did we leave off? Oh yeah, this apology, non-apology.
Right.
We're going to the missions. They go to the oldest one first, and it's beautiful. And he's like taken aback at like how well they can appear as like civilized Christians, Catholics, or whatever. And uh I think that's where he gets the letter. It's either before or after that he gets the letter that, the Jesuits have to like secede.
They have to pull back.
Yeah. And then he's like, Gabriel's like, well, you have to come to my mission because there's too much going on here. And he's
Look
like,
at the simplicity of my mission. You can think more clearly over here. If he's saying it like this.
I think that Irons has such a booming voice that it's okay for him to like I said, a little bit of restraint,
I'm blaming Irons. He was probably told what to do.
Of course. I don't think I think that was it was an artistic choice to like these tight the cast was heavy. Like it's a good cast. And instead of like, star powering their way through these roles, they were, I think, a little more introspective, and restrained.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Okay.
You don't like that?
I don't know. Just anyway, continue.
In the mic. Oh, I thought you were going to say something. What were you going to say? What are you thinking?
I'm still thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, continue.
Okay. And they go to the mission, and it's like a lovely, each mission that they go to, it's very lovely. They lead him around, and it's,
He's all in all like.
Yeah, he's like,
he's full Hillary with the balloons.
And it in its own way, it's very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, so annoying because you're like, well, like, yeah, they're just performing humanity for you so that you can like leave them alone.
Right.
Ugh. Yuck. Icky. And then it's the sit down. Is that what happens?
Yeah, then they have a sit down.
Yeah, there's a sit down that happens where, oh, you know what? Before this, there's a moment because I think Cabeza goes with them at some point.
The old one.
To the old one. And he's like, oh, this looks no different from like my plantations. Did I miss something? And they're like, actually, these people are still like free. They're free to come and go. They're free to choose. And they're not getting beaten. And De Niro like wrestles a man who's like doing his job, presumably to like show his back that he's like been beaten.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that is so embarrassing. On like everybody should be embarrassed.
Right.
Such an annoying scene. And he means well, but I think that is in essence the film. Like, it's making you like feel that sort of embarrassment and like sitting with that. Yeah, and I think that people don't like that. I think that's why you and all the other film bros don't like this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure. Pew, pew. What do you like this movie?
I like it more than I did the first time I watched it.
Okay. So anyway, so the sit down.
The sit down happens. Yeah. And go ahead, tell me about it.
So yeah, this is when he sets the record straight. Look, leave the mission, go back to the jungle, get the out of here.
Who says that?
The narrator guy.
Oh,
what's his name?
I couldn't tell you.
Right. So yeah.
Oh, it's a pretty name.
It's a pretty name guy. Says, you guys gotta look.
Tell them
it's the will of God.
Tell them they have to leave the mission.
Yeah, it's the will of God.
And this is one of the only scenes where the natives get to like advocate for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And the leader of the natives is like, I want to let me speak to your manager.
Right.
Let me speak to your manager. And he's like, I got this directly from the manager. And he's like, you have to submit to the will of God. And he's like, God told us to leave the forest, and now you're asking us to leave. Like, what God is this?
What the heck?
And so the natives are like, no, this is messed up. And they're like,
We're gonna fight.
we're gonna fight.
We ain't leaving.
Nuck if you buck.
That's right.
We're not leaving. Good luck. He's like, I run this.
Like, any of you Jesuits stick around, you're gonna be excommunicated.
No. I'm saying the natives say that we run this. Like he's
Sure,
like,
yeah, but
I'm
that's
the leader
when.
here, and I say what goes here. So go for it.
And then the narrator's like, "Hey, if any of you Jesuits stay and help these motherfuckers, you're excommunicated, excommunicado."
That's not how the church man is. He's a little more stately.
Yeah, but that's what he meant.
Well, he was like, we don't want to be seen as like helping them. So like we have to go, and if you don't go, you're going.
Mm-hmm.
You're not with us.
Right.
Boo.
So they all stay. They all stay. They all believe in the mission.
There's so many missions happening. There's the mission, the noun, the mission, the verb, the mission, the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's like messed up, man.
Yeah, man.
It's like messed up.
Dude.
But they, they're told that they have to leave. They don't leave.
Right.
And not Gabriel, Rodrigo, and Liam Neeson's character, which I have no idea what his name is.
Liam Neeson.
They're like gonna fight with the natives, and Gabriel has decided that like he's gonna stay, but he's not going to fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gabriel's the only one who's like, God is love, and that's what God is.
Yeah, it comes to is this before or after? Doesn't matter. There's a scene where Gabriel Rodrigo comes to Gabriel for a blessing. This is after they've prepped, or this is around the time that they're prepping for this like final stand.
It's already kind
This
of
incursion.
renounced.
Yeah, he's kind of renounced his like Jesuit title, Rodrigo that is, and he comes to Gabriel for a blessing. Take it away.
Yeah, Gabriel's like, no, he's like, I will not bless. I will not give you a blessing. If what you're doing is right, you'll have God's blessing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're wrong, then my blessing will do nothing.
And then what happens?
He's like, okay.
And then what happens?
Before the battle?
Yeah.
Oh, the battle.
In that specific scene.
Oh. God is love.
Yes, but he's like, to help them, you need to help them like a priest would help them. Like you can't like fight your way out of this. But what I was actually getting at was that not only do they hug in this scene, like after this like
I don't remember
this like it's like another face off where they're like in the woods. They were in. I'm like, guys, come on. They were in the woods and they have this like face off. Their initial meeting of like, this is what I'm doing here, and he's like, this is what I'm doing here. This is almost like a parallel to that, where they're now on the other side, and he's like, yeah, we have to fight. We have to use violence. He's like, no, we have to use love. Help them as a priest, right? But they hug. So they've like the character arcs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They hug, and then he gives him his cross.
Who does? Rodrigo?
Gabriel.
Gabriel gives Rodrigo
his cross off of his neck.
That's a blessing.
That is a blessing. He gave him a blessing. And I was like, it's getting a little steamy. This is about to take a turn? No, it doesn't. But I was like, he does give him a blessing.
Would have upped my rating, I'll tell you that right now.
But he does bless him, does he not?
I guess so. Yeah, I totally was like eyes glazed over at this point.
I was so enamored with this scene that I was like, I think it's because Gabriel raises his voice for the first time. you
He
know,
stops whisper acting. Yes.
and you're listening. And then I'm also thinking about Gabriel as it pertains to the biblical story. Like, who is Gabriel in the Bible? I don't know. I don't know. But I was like, I feel like there's something there,
Mm-hmm.
and like another biblical reference there. Um, I can feel it. Um, but yeah, he gives him his cross that, if I'm not mistaken, he takes off of the grave of the priest who died in the beginning of the film. If I'm not mistaken,
Sure.
he's like, it's lost on me. I don't know.
Mm. Mm.
So you see, like it. I don't know, like the when you stop and get over the fact that the film is not like it's not. I don't know what to describe what it isn't, but it is so much more once you get over like how you feel about it initially. If you feel that it's boring, or if you feel that it's um homework, once you get over that and you can really like get into these scenes, I was like, there's something there. I think that Joffrey is saying something more than face value.
Fair. Anyway, so this is when the battle starts, right?
And this is when they start fighting.
Hey, that's what happens. So yeah, the
That's true.
Portuguese, having
The
it's their land.
colonizers.
They come to I guess take what's on their land.
Let me stop you right there. Right?
Okay.
What I thought was so messed up was that the whole thing happens, and like they go through great lengths to get to these people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you could have left them alone. You're dragging cannons up the side of a cliff. Leave them alone.
Well, I mean, look,
That's all I have to say about that.
hey,
Sorry.
the Jesuits made it known that they were up there to everybody.
Yeah,
Remember?
it's true. It's true.
What's
Um,
the narrator said? Narrator does say one thing. It's like, I guess when he's at one of the missions, is like he wonders like whether the natives would rather wish that nobody found them.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm like, probably.
yeah. Like it
I
was.
would say, yeah.
What an interesting thought.
Wonder. I think I know pretty well. I think they were like. I think they were doing fine before.
Before you showed up,
Probably, yeah. I mean, well, it was when Rodrigo was doing his thing, but so I mean, they could.
before all of them showed up.
Right. They kind of made him. I don't know. Tough to say, but yeah, probably.
And let's see. Yeah, they try this, like they try to appeal to um to Mendoza, not to Mendoza, to Cabeza. Before the fight, they do try to appeal to him. The church dude, he's like, "Yeah, you serve a Christian or a Catholic king. Like
That's right. Yeah.
this is the right thing to do."
Narrator boy is like, have a heart.
Yeah.
Come on.
There's a quote that I meant to look up that has something to do with, like, like appealing to your oppressor's moral center assumes that they have a moral center, and
Correct.
like
Yeah. Which fool's errand, but
timeless.
he had
Timeless.
to do it to make himself feel like he did something. Tried to do something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the power to be like, nah, we're gonna
Yeah. I don't know. It's I've
really well to an extent, I guess. But
in like reading reviews and breakdowns of the film afterwards, like they're like, this is a story of like political, like betrayal and political letdown.
Mhm.
um yeah, and that was, did he try? No, but I guess if one had to try, which also is just very timely right now. I think just seeing the connections like that, this movie is timeless.
Hey, oh,
I'm just saying,
hot take.
it's timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the battle happens, and what'd you think about the battle?
You know, it's who's the critic that called it sloppy or whatever?
I don't know. It was either
Somebody was like, it's
Roger
like
Ebert
really,
or the New York Times.
yeah. I was like, I didn't think it was very like I don't think it was sloppy. I mean, I think it was purposely maybe a little chaotic.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't fully agree with that,
I think
but
that was
I'm
the New York
like,
Times.
yeah, I was like, you know, it's. I don't know. I mean, it's just like you know, it's the culmination of the plot so far, and I mean, I guess it does all right at what it's trying to like, you know, showing the you know, the horror. You know, just like you know, because it's really if I mean, taking it as a whole, it's like it starts out like they use the element of surprise and they get a couple wins, so to speak.
Early on.
Yeah, but then as soon as they lose it, they're just they're done. The native tribe, I should say. Yeah, they are the Guarini. Guarani. Sorry,
that's okay. There was like, well, I think there's important like the sequences of like the battle sequence are important. That's true. Like, there's like they have like a boat division, like a water division.
Navy.
Yeah.
Come on.
And they have like
The
a
Navy.
land unit. And Liam Neeson's like helping them on the water, and
They put that tall man in the boat.
they did. And then they put Mendoza as like the
Like in the
land.
ground charge, yeah.
Yeah. And it starts in the water and they sneak up on them, and there's like, you know, it goes fairly well and then it starts to go bad like you said. But then like they key in on like some of the children and the children watching this happen. Also, we forgot about the pile of babies.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it does like a little montage of the older mission.
Yeah, it starts at the older mission because they're like, yeah, we're taking these over, and it starts at the older mission, and these people, you know, they're all dressed in white, they're all filing out, and they like pile the babies up.
Live babies, they're alive.
It's not a huge pile, but it's like a pile of babies nonetheless.
They're starting a pile of babies.
Yeah, and it is like you like deep gulp, like I was afraid for them. It was raining and the babies are naked and they're on the ground. I didn't like that.
Right. They're just gathering, yeah.
And they don't specifically like imply what happens to these babies. They don't show anything horrific that happens to these babies. I think the film does a good job of that. Like, I think it's implied what's happening, but they don't like make you watch anything horrific per se.
Right. I mean, you're piling a bunch of live babies. Yeah, that's intrinsically kind of horrific. Like, what are you doing with the
I think that like sometimes,
or you're going to be an idiot like me and just like, why are they piling the baby in there?
I know.
First time I was like,
but I think that some films and filmmakers like really make a spectacle out of like the drama of it all.
Sure.
And I think that that's not what this is about. Ergo, that's not why it's included.
Sure.
And I can respect that. So yeah, now we're back at San Marcos, this mission, which is the mission of Gabriel. Right. And you know, the children are watching like their elders getting massacred. And
yeah.
The canoe scene was actually pretty funny. Like
Well, let's go
after
back.
that.
The girls watching
Mm-hmm.
as the little girl. She goes.
Mm-hmm.
She literally does this. One point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I kind of rolled my eyes at that point.
Why?
A little on the nose. This little native girl. She thinks you would know. I mean, I don't know. Is that a universal thing? This people, did everybody do this? Like when they see something horrific, like
Maybe.
I don't know. Felt a little, a little too on the nose, but that's yeah.
I mean, I think that's what people do when they try to like quiet themselves from screaming, or you know what I mean.
I guess
Um.
I'm just telling you how it felt to me.
Yeah. No. I mean, I don't know that I would
That's
think
Craig's opinion.
of any different react. Like it didn't stand out to me as like, oh, that's corny.
But
if you're like,
did for me.
I don't know, if you're like watching people literally get executed on like they line them up in the boats to execute them.
Sure, yeah. But it just rang. It didn't
Hollow.
ring hall. Yeah, it was just corny. It was a little corny for me.
But then the part to me it's funny, but it's not funny. Is when they're like, the priest, get him. And they're in the boat, and like they're like turning the boat around.
That's a little humorous.
It is a little humorous because he hits him with a paddle.
Yeah,
that's
Neeson's
like,
yeah, like no. First, he's like, cheese it. Let's go. Let's go.
Like for some reason,
it's a little comical.
That was funny, but then follow that by like they're rowing the boat, right? Yeah, they kill him, they shoot him. The colonizers shoot Neeson.
Yeah, they shoot Neeson. Two natives with him on the boat or continue to paddle.
Mm-hmm.
This is when we slowly figure out they're leading him towards the same rapids that the crucified missionary was taken down earlier in the film.
They'd rather die than be held captive. And I was like,
the classics. Right?
And I was like, that's a baller move right there.
So yeah, they go over the hills, and by the time the Portuguese see this, it's too late. They're going down as well. So
they did it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
They had to, right?
Who, the natives?
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh, I'm like, what? I thought you were saying something else.
No, I was just saying that by the time that the Portuguese notice that they've gone too far. They've gone too far.
Yeah.
By the time they noticed,
and they're going over too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I don't know. That like resonates with me. That resonates with me.
Mm-hmm. No surrender.
Yeah, no surrender. I'd rather die in the ocean than be taken captive by you MFers.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I'm just saying. Yeah. And then so Rodrigo witnesses this.
Does he witness that?
He does.
I don't know.
He witnesses them like row off. And I think it's he knows that happened. So then he goes back to the mission. At the mission, they're like, Gabriel's holding like his performative,
his final like little service thing.
Yeah, like they're singing, and they're being like surrounded. They're being like encroached upon.
Yeah, the Portuguese they're across the river from the mission, shooting
or
flaming
the Spanish.
arrows.
I don't know which one it is.
It's the Portuguese.
Okay,
because because of the treaty, it's their land. And since the church isn't going to back up the missions, that's when they seize that opportunity to take over, to invade the mission and take the
a colonizer is a colonizer is a colonizer. But I believe
the human cattle, so to speak, is what they would probably call it.
Sure. And so he's having this like, he's having people sing and worship, I suppose. And the encroaching army comes, and they're like, I can't do this. That sounds so beautiful. Like they have a similar moment to the church guy, and
church guy,
that's his name.
And they're lining up and like,
this is wrong.
The general like, none of us want to do this. And the guy's like, I don't give a.
He's like,
no, lighting the arrows.
Yeah. And then the other thing, they have like another tribe there who's like in on this, which is also a
Mhm.
reality.
Yeah.
Um, that I don't know. I feel like isn't often talked about, but because people, I don't know, people just shy away from historical talks. Anywho, um, but yeah, they're like shooting these flaming arrows into the church, and now the church folk are like, choking up and coming out of the church, and um, Mendoza is now back at the mission to like help, and he's like, what happens? I don't know. I can't really bridge too much, but he goes to like they set up this like cannon or something like that, and he goes to pull the cord.
Oh, they're gonna blow the bridge as they tried to go over. That's what it was.
Yeah,
It's like a gun pointed at a barrel that's probably full of gunpowder or something,
something.
and he just pulled the cord and he's about to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then these children are crossing another bridge, and one of the Portuguese
Babies.
shoots a baby or something. Baby falls
Yeah.
off. He goes to help the baby, helps the baby. They get away.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the kids we see later. I don't know, but but so he goes back. Well, in the interim, the
Mm-hmm.
Portuguese find the trap and disarm it. So he goes back to go pull the trap. Doesn't work. They're like, idiot, we got your trap. Gosh. He's like, ah, shit. And they shoot him the shit,
And they make him Swiss cheese. They make him Swiss
which
cheese.
is inappropriate because he's Italian. Should be some like mozzarella or something, Parmesan.
I'm so glad you can still get the jokes in.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
But yeah, had he not saved those children, I think that the outcome could have been very different. And I think that um thinking of like character arcs and I don't know, just sequence of events, like could have had a different ending, maybe, at least for a little bit,
Delay the inevitable.
maybe.
Mm. No,
I don't know.
no.
Maybe they're like, you know what? We see the type of force that they're showing, and if that's enough to quell the encroaching like army, then they do
I mean,
leave the
yeah, that's
mission.
definitely like a last ditch effort. I mean, that thing was definitely a last ditch effort.
Yeah, I'm just saying the outcome could have been different,
It's true.
right? But he chooses to save a child. He chooses that over like just being a soldier, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just very significant. Another significant like point in the movie. And as he's dying, he then gets to watch everyone else die around him as well. Because that's it. Like after they foil this, like they come stepping.
It's true. Yeah. Gabriel's leading his charge
His
of love.
peaceful, yeah, his peaceful
Just
charge.
God is love.
Stop it.
That's
Put some
part. That's a
respect
new
on my
quote.
man's name.
I am
Um,
irons, baby. Irons in the fire. Anyway, so yeah, he's leading his march. His flock's getting torn up as
decimated.
well. They finally get over. They start shooting. They continue shooting. Eventually, Gabriel is shot down. Drops his little doohickey, religious doohickey,
Yeah, I was really
and like you
impressed.
said, he dies impressive. Like
Yeah, he dies so well.
the respect. Here's even more respect heaped on the man. Dies like a pro, just like it's crazy. I like he died, and I was like, wait, Lion King was like 4 years later. Holy crap! Never mind, he didn't die.
There is like a cliff scene, and I was like, hmm, hmm.
He made Dead Ringers 2 years later.
Um, but I try not to put that on Mr. Irons. I try to give his characters their own. due diligence, but I couldn't help when I saw him on the, when he's on the cliff with him. I was like, oh, oh. But yeah, and then that's kind of
so then he falls, and then one of the natives picks up his doohickey and continues the march, which probably symbolizes something, that they've corrupted these poor people with white values.
A couple things that we didn't talk about was one, the kid finding the sword and giving it to Rodrigo.
Oh yeah, that spur. Yeah,
that's what makes him like the
leads to this.
Yeah, leads to the Blu-ray cover.
Probably, the image you most associate with this movie. My boy Bobby. Unless you, for some reason, you have some weird face blindness and can't tell that's Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. But yeah.
Don't get defensive because you can't tell that's Robert. That's clearly Robert De Niro.
I have no idea who that man is. And there was an and there. Darn it. Oh, shucks. Getting the sword. But there's something else that also happens that's important to the end here. Doesn't matter. Guess it wasn't that important.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll remember later. But and now we're kind of like, I think we end up back with like the narrator. Oh, also, cannons versus arrows. I was like, what's going to happen. I think you want in your heart for it to go well. And this is where like, there is like the white savior complex is like blown out of the water. Yeah, they like, that's actually what leads these people to their demise. And that's the moral of the story.
Don't trust Whitey.
No.
Take it from me.
What?
Take it from me. Don't trust him. Don't trust him. You can believe me. Trust me.
We are back to the narrator.
Uh-huh.
And
he's talking, like, shit.
He's talking to Cabeza, and they're like, yeah, I guess they're telling him what happens. And he's like, and you thought that was necessary? And he's like, well, yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Cy Abelman's like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like, the yo that's like co-signing with him, they really have this like this moment of like, which also is like a timeless, it could be probably one of the most timeless,
one of the best, probably the best line in the movie.
Yeah. Do you know it?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, the Portuguese, like, they're in the aftermath. He's like, well, it's the way of the world. The way the world is. And then narrator's like, no, it's the way we've made the world. Paraphrasing.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, because I think no, we made the world
half.
Yeah.
Use half. Let's use the term half.
No, I don't know.
Dang it. No, Shakespeare. Okay.
But he's like, brooding in the window, and he's like, well, this is the world we made. Yeah.
It's the way we made it, yeah.
He's like, well, this is, this is the world. He's like, this is the world we live in. He's like, well, this is the world we made. It's like, you.
Hell yeah.
Well,
it's true.
What good is that? What good is that?
It's feeling remorse when it's too late. So, yeah.
Word to the wise.
Never forget Pearl Harbor.
And then now we're going back into the jungle, and like the kids there are some survivors, but it's children, and they're like scavenging these little bits and pieces, and they row off into the jungle.
Yeah, we get a little Chiron that they're still fighting to this day for their independence.
Yeah.
For their land.
And a Bible verse.
And of course, most importantly.
Yeah.
The words from White Jesus.
I just think it's really interesting that, and this is why where I was like, oh, it is like one battle after another, because it's the same ending. That I think that I like worked my way backwards and was like, oh wait, I was like, no, it's not the same because the youths in one battle, like they go off into like, well, they send her away alone,
They
and
don't
that,
send her. She goes
well,
on
she
her own.
goes off on her own, which
That's
not
her
very
choice.
smart. I just think that the reason I said they is because the writing is such that when she goes off on her own, you know that she's meeting up with people, but it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't feel safe to me.
Well, she. I mean, I don't
Actually,
know. She she took care of her own in the end. We're not talking. This isn't about one
this
battle
isn't
after
about
another.
one battle after another, but my point is I didn't appreciate that movie.
I know.
But there are some similarities here, which I think is ironic because a lot of people don't seem to like this film very much. But another similarity is that the youths get to go off, or the youths carry on the mission, um,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
as well. Or it's implied, or we
Well,
assume.
so they. I mean, well, you want to read it this way. I'm just.
Throw it out
I'm making
there.
this up right as we speak.
Hey.
So before they go in the boat and
Mm-hmm.
find, so they pull a violin out of the
Mm-hmm.
water and they take it.
Yeah.
Somebody pulls a violin out and they take it out. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
they grab other stuff, but whatever. That's what we see.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, there's a little girl opens up the door
Mm-hmm.
to the mission, like the main, I guess, chapel part.
Mm-hmm.
Looks in there. There's nothing in there,
Mm-hmm.
and she immediately
Leaves.
doubles back. Yeah. So I think that's saying something.
Like what?
There's nothing here in this white religion. We take the music because that's what
It slaps.
got irons in through the door at the beginning. So I don't know exactly what that, but they're
I
like,
don't. I think
we're
that
gonna take what we like from this
we
and
can take what's
continue.
useful.
Exactly.
Sure,
Sure.
fine. Like I'm not mad at that at all.
So there you
I
go.
think that it's probably one of the
The
better
movie did that.
parts of the movie.
At
I
the
think
end.
there's a lot of good parts of the movie. Um,
Sure.
getting to those good parts
It's
is a
not
journey.
the worst movie.
I know, but people do act like it's the worst
I
movie.
it was kind of just like a.
They act like
It's
it's a
mainly
slog.
a lot of it was.
Oh, let's see. What is this? Um,
Anyway, so yeah, then that's the movie, the
yeah,
mission.
that's the movie. Well, I was looking at what I wrote here because this is where I like had this like epiphany. I don't know that I care to or put too much thought into what the director's reasons. I see the movie in the context of now. I don't know. Call me foolish,
Oh, so like,
but I can give him the benefit of the doubt until he tells me or shows me different.
so kind of like Death of the Author thing.
I don't know what that is.
Like they make the art, but once they put it out in the world, it's not. I mean, it's not up to them to put the meaning to it. It's up to you.
Yeah, I think
That's what
so.
Death of the Author,
I think so in that like I think
more
that's
or less.
how I had to get over myself
Mm-hmm.
to be able to view the film as more than a slog because it is kind of slow, and it does feel like a movie that you would watch in school when your teacher has a hangover. Um,
Except American schools would probably never teach about this, so you would
that's
never
true.
watch it in
That's true.
grade school. Maybe college.
Maybe college. I could
You
see it in
made assign
college.
it in a college
Yeah, I could
that
definitely see
isn't a
that.
film.
It could just be Latin American studies,
Sure.
even European studies, religion studies,
Yeah. Robert De
um,
Niro
Robert De
class.
Niro studies. But that, like, I had to get over that because I think it was more purposeful. All the things that people think are a slog, or all the things that people don't like about the film, I think that they served a purpose. And then for me, I feel like if it is, it there's intention, there's impact, and if something like is on purpose, was
Sure.
it purposeful?
Well, yeah. So yeah, they could. Yeah, I'm not that. I'm not saying this wasn't purposeful. Like
Yeah.
this guy didn't. Nobody involved did made any choice in here. Just want like willy nilly for no reason.
Okay.
I'm just saying it didn't come together as a cohesive whole. This is a mixed bag.
How so? I feel like when you really like, that's what I'm saying. Like when you really get down into it, like the pieces come together. Once you get over like the things that you feel icky about, once you get over the things that seem kind of slow and realize that there is purpose in that slow
What that
pace.
Jeremy Irons and Gabriel and Mendoza really aren't like fleshed out human beings.
In what way?
I really have no insight into either man. Like they have stances and they kind of they're like
They have wants and needs as characters.
I mean they're like what am I trying to say? They're stand-ins for like positions, as a lot of these critics have said that we read earlier
And I think that
before
is
the
like
podcast.
a tool. You know what I mean? Like
Sure, I
there's
mean, I mean, if you get something out of it, that's cool. I personally didn't. I
yeah,
mean, it felt like the movie was telling me how to think.
in regards to what?
Just like, well, it was not telling me how to think. Just like it was telling me what these people think, and that's like showing me, which I think is what better
Mm,
art does.
I feel like they did show though. They showed
They
their
tell you.
hand.
I mean, they definitely tell you their wants and
Hmm.
like, but I don't know. Just didn't. I don't know. I mean, it worked for you more than me. It seems.
I just think that people give it a little bit more like flack
Oh,
than
it's a
it
beautiful. It's
deserves.
a beautiful movie. It looks great. The
Yeah.
score is great. Um, you know, just was lacking for me. It just felt like
Yeah. I don't know. There's also like
also it's actually pretty. Oddly enough, this I could have used an extra 30 minutes or something just to add more like character heft, like
mm,
something. I don't know.
okay.
They just it felt kind of bare bones almost. This is like 2 hour, like a 2 hour movie.
Yeah.
Which is you look at this movie, look at that. It's won the Palm in '86. Like this movie's 3.5 hours long, isn't it? No, it's like 2 hours, like almost flat.
Soaking wet. Um
Which hey,
yeah.
that's a perk if you ask me.
You're so funny.
I
Um
love a good short. Like what happened to the 90-minute movie?
hmm.
What happened?
There was we did some reading before pressing record,
Yes.
and there was like an interesting excerpt from Roger Ebert's.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there isn't a moment in the mission that is not watchable, but the moments don't add up to a coherent narrative. At the end, we sort of piece things together, but the movie has never really made us care.
It's true.
And
That's how I feel.
I think that that's a failing on the viewer. Like I really, really do. I think that all the pieces are there. Maybe I'm just being a contrarian, but
Maybe.
I swear to you, all the pieces are there. Um, yeah, I swear it. I swear it. Um, is there anything else you want to say about the movie? Any final thoughts?
Um. No, I mean I just wasn't too hot on this one. And I'll say maybe it's just like coming off of those last two heaters, absolute heaters. This was just like going into this. I was like, there's going to be a lot of movies like this.
I agree. I was once
And this,
we
I was like, the first two, I was like, oh, this is. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not. And then we go right into this. I'm like,
well when we really get into the movie, I'm like, oh, that kind of mission. Oh, great,
this
another
doesn't feel like it.
wait, another male-centered story, another war story. Oh my god. Sorry, I had to get that off. Like,
I know you did.
yeah. Because I mean, when you're like, okay, here we go,
guys.
here we go again.
Boys club over here.
It is.
God, I already forgot what I was going to say. I don't know, just yeah, it's just like it feels just like a movie that feels like it's like it checks the boxes for like it's like a history lesson, but not really because like it's kind of a history lesson, but they're like kind of whitewashing it too. We don't get a lot of the native perspective really. Like I said, they're like background dressing for a lot of this movie.
I think that that's intentional.
Sure, but like
I don't think that
I
it's
think it.
good,
I think it would. Yeah, I think it would.
but it's not. It's also
It would
not that
benefit the
movie.
movie to seen as like the narrative hinges on them on their mere existence. Like let's do something with that. At least, like, come on.
I'm not
Especially
disagreeing with
since
you.
we watched this twice as we do with all these.
Mm-hmm. So
and
far,
after the second one, I think that's probably gonna stick.
be a thing.
But we watched this DVD, kind of bare, not a lot of special features, but there's a commentary with the director. We didn't do that.
It's a BBC omnibus documentary, People on the Mission. It's like a making of the film.
Did you save that other quote, the opening quote from that Roger Ebert?
No.
Let me bring it up.
We don't have time for that. Keep talking.
But it really summarizes. But anyway, I'll talk about this.
Chronicling the movie's South American location shoot and examining the heartbreaking lives of the Wenana Indians who portrayed the film's Guarani tribes people.
Yes. So yeah, they went to Latin America and they found a tribe to portray
the Guarani.
The Guarani, yep.
And but so it's a doc about the making of the film in and of itself, and it is, you kind of wonder, like, are you ever going to hear from these like native people like at all? And there is a lot that went into them like approaching this tribe, like spelling out like what the ask was, trying, and from my very like limited perspective, trying to make a mutually beneficial deal with the tribe to get them to participate in the film, and then what it meant to like take them from where they live to where they were shooting to actually make the film.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like probably the latter half of the doc. What's your quote? Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, this Roger Ebert quote basically sums up my view on the movie and this documentary. So from Roger Ebert.
Oh yeah.
The Mission feels exactly like one of those movies where you'd rather see the documentary about how the movie was made. And that is this movie to a T. This documentary, much more enjoyable than the movie. I found
it really was.
The bone is
interesting to watch. I mean, but I just like documentaries, so I just thought that was part of the question.
Yeah, I thought there's more. It goes into it does delve into the history of the actual tribe they're portraying. Mm-hmm. It delves into their tribe, their history,
how they try to keep like aspects of community. Go ahead.
There's literally a sequence in this movie where they go over the shooting schedule, and these do a work stoppage to get paid. I'm like, yeah.
Well,
that's what. Yeah, I'm like, that's
they're
amazing.
Advocating for themselves because they've shot. The initial agreement was that they'd work till like, I don't know, let's say June 1st. I can't remember what it was, or 15th. And they had to like continue to shoot, and they were like, no, but we said we want to go home.
Whitey's like, actually, we actually said that it's actually a month later than what you said, and they're like, you.
Yeah, but they do this as a community, and like with like the translators and advocates there. It was pretty like badass to watch people work in unison that way, even just the way like their government is set up to because it seemed like they had a government for this particular shoot, and then they also have a government like with whoever was like left behind. So
they're like a
the
true democracy. They voted on everything, dude.
yeah, and it's not one person; it's a council of people that they brought together for this like particular like government for the shoot.
And then we didn't look up like final like box office for this because the documentary does end like they did reach a like
True.
they would get a certain percentage of like the proceeds from the film. And now I'm wondering, did this movie make money?
I don't know.
Or there's some sneaky like producer logic where like this movie we're still negative.
Why don't you look that up while I do some letterbox reviews?
But yeah, the omnibus, the making of documentary on here, I enjoyed more than the film itself.
Which is ironic because you need one to do the other. I don't know. I do feel like for some people it will seem a little dry because it doesn't do what films normally do. And it's a little different that way, and it is historical, so it's a little like, somebody said it was a little homeworky, but I think that if you can get past that, if you can get over yourself, if you can grow up a little bit, there's a lot more there. Letterbox reviews.
Before you do that, I found it.
He's got it. Go for it.
This comes from Wikipedia, so obviously. So this is the box office.
You were put on the spot. It's okay.
Box office section of the mission. The film grossed $17.2 million in the U.S. and international box office against a budget of 16.5 million euros, which was the U.S. equivalent of 25.4 million, making it a commercial disappointment. Goldcrest Films invested about 15 million into the film, their production company, obviously, in the film, and received 12 million in returns, netting a like $3 million euro loss. So this did contribute to the dissolution of said Goldcrest Films.
Ooh,
yeah, this didn't.
That's sad.
So as I figured, they never saw anything from this.
Agreed. Well, they put the money in a trust. I don't know. We'll see. A deeper dive will.
Anyway, I'm sure they didn't see shit from this.
I think I just want to remain optimistic for the moment.
My inner cynic's coming out. I don't think they got any.
Yeah, that's probably you're probably correct.
This is when you want to be optimistic.
Yeah.
This part of it.
Yeah.
After all that, now you're like, maybe they got something.
I'll be optimistic.
Maybe they got the quarter.
I mean, definitely,
it's Colombian quarter.
That's the thing. It's not. I don't. That's the thing. It's not like a. So tell me. Wait. Let's do letterbox reviews.
Yes.
Carter Hill. This wasn't very good.
Who said that?
His name's Carter Hill, or their name's Carter Hill. This wasn't very good.
True.
Yeah. Hannah says, "Gay commie priests." What a review!
I don't agree with that.
There's like a couple scenes where you're like,
well, maybe more not the commie part.
Oh, okay. Elise says, watched it for my film class and it was fine. It was very sad. I wouldn't recommend it if you get bored easily. Thank you, Elise. What is this? I think it's Luck Lewis. I don't know how to feel. That's fair. That's fair.
Hey, that's your opinion.
Give it time. It'll,
like Geddy Lee said, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Free will.
Becca Oa. Yes, this has a miserable white savior trope, but insanely well done. Post-production, stylized, drawn in blood and all. Let's see. Who is this? G4Us. Maybe it's Gus.
Sure.
Says possibly one of the most beautiful soundtracks ever. People gush over the soundtrack.
It's really good.
They absolutely love it.
Morricone. is a master at
Rex.
his craft.
I'm not done yet. I got two
Oh,
more.
yeah, two more. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you were down to the last one, so
Yeah.
I was vamping.
Rex. Insane score, beautiful scenery and action, and everything you could want in a movie. Very sad though. And I think I'm with Rex. Thanks, Rex. And then this one, Sleepy Tired, Sleepy Sleepy from One Pookie Booty.
Oh, I was wondering why this sounded just like my thoughts on the film. It's because it's the guy I edit reviews for.
Yeah, Chunk
Who I
Mangione
agree
has
with.
yet to review. They have changed their rating at least once. And
probably multiple times.
we'll probably change
They sound
again.
pretty conflicted on this one.
By the time this is published, you will know.
Pookie has not changed. In fact, did not log this a second time on Letterboxd because he didn't want to. I was like, as your editor, I must say, I don't give a shit. Enough. It's up to you. I don't give a.
So, what's next? What are we watching next?
What is next? We're still waiting on that one.
I know it was supposed to get here. I think yesterday.
To date this, the apocalypse just happened. So, what can you do? They're fighting hell demons.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, they're fighting hell demons right now. So
by that he means that there was a lot of snow.
Don't geolocate us, even though it's a huge swath of the country.
Yeah,
we're in New Mexico. So yeah, New Mexico is taken over by snow demons. So we're waiting on.
There was a delay in the postage.
Waiting on our Blu-ray copy of 2012's Amor, directed by Michael Haneke, who I have seen one of his movies before. I won't tell you which one.
I don't know.
I have familiarity with this guy. This movie, the movie I saw, haven't seen this one yet. Blew my
socks off.
Crazy little high school metalhead's mind.
What movie is it?
Can't believe a movie. I saw the American remake of Funny Games. He made a movie called Funny Games, and then he made the U.S. U.S. remake. He also directed it. So it's Naomi Watts, Tim Roth is in it.
My Shayla.
Somebody who now directs movies, Brady Corbet.
Okay.
Directed The Brutalist last year. He's in it as a child.
Interesting.
It's a crazy film. It's very dark.
Well, let's see what.
It's actually it's pretty nihilistic, and I'm pretty sure it hates the audience. It hates you as an audience member for even watching it, and it blew my mind.
Great.
As a kid, I'd show all my friends. Like, guys, this movie's crazy. We gotta watch this. They're like, that was crazy. Why'd you make me watch that?
I have no idea. Like,
I can't wait to watch it with you.
Oh,
but that's not what we're watching next.
It's Amor.
It's a 2012 film.
Yeah,
2-time winner of the Palm. We'll be covering him again.
Oh, exciting!
But first, we'll cover his second win with Amor.
Exciting, very.
It's French for love.
It's true. My bilingual king.
Anyway, so what's your rating for the mission? We've talked all this.
I'm pretty sure.
Probably should have rated it before we announced what's next.
Oh, I guess you're right, but that's okay. But we rate it. Final thought it.
You ever listened to a podcast before? You ever listened to a podcast? Anyway, what's your rating on our scale of flick to cinema? What would you rate the mission? Actually, I want to ask you first. What do you think I'm going to rate
it? I think you're going to rate it a movie. What do you think I'm going to rate it?
Also a movie.
You're wrong.
Okay. What's your rating?
It's a film. It's a film.
I
want to say cinema, but there are some things that could be done. Like, there's a lot of room for growth. And I feel like cinema is like The Godfather 2 is cinema. The Godfather is cinema, right?
Spider-Man 2,
that's vastly different stories, but like,
you think I'm lying?
I don't think you're lying. I in
Cinema.
fact know that you're serious. They think you're lying.
Spider-Man 3 cinema too. Fight me.
He just wants to fight. Put down your sword.
I can't. There's still liquid in this one.
Oh.
There's probably still liquid in that one.
Put down your sword, darling. There is it's definitely a film because it's elevated. It's definitely, I feel that it is elevated.
Okay.
But there is a lot more room for growth. So it's not elevated so high that it's like cinema.
It's film.
It's film.
Okay.
What do you rate it?
So I've been torn between upper echelon of flick and lower echelon of film.
Or movie.
Or movie, that's right. I know my rating system.
This arbitrary.
I think I'm going to go with upper echelon of flick.
Okay, hey. No judgment. We listen and we don't judge.
Though I'm still teeter-tottering.
There's so
maybe I'll have a true answer next episode.
After we watch it again?
No. But well, if we do, put the commentary on.
Oh, that could be fun. I'd be down.
We don't listen to commentaries enough. But if we do that, I don't want to be here. You should do that on your own. I actually don't want to do that.
So mean.
That's not aimed at you. It's aimed at this movie.
I know. But it's
you know what? I'll just go with upper echelon of flick. That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
We're going to lock that in right now.
And so,
disparity.
And so that's our show. Any final thoughts? Anything else you need to say? Anything else you need to get off your chest?
I hope I like the next one better. Hope it does it right.
Okay, we'll see.
Haneke's a freak, so we'll see. I don't know. I know he won the Palm for this one, and I was like, oh, didn't he win a couple years ago? Because he won like twice in like fairly quick succession.
Oh,
kind of like a Christoph Waltz.
Oh,
he won the Oscar twice, like for both his Tarantino things. For the same role twice, I guess, as some people say.
Yeah.
Not really, but kind of.
Yeah. I feel you.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it because, like I said, Funny Games me up as a kid. So, and I only watched the American version, so
I'm looking forward to it because it's new.
I can't wait to subject you to the Funny Games.
Looking forward to it. But until then, thanks for tuning in again. You should continue to tune in, like, comment, tell us what you think of this movie and how much you love it and how much it's not a slog and it's not homework and how it's deep, even though it has room for improvement. So comment that and subscribe and watch more with us. More of these Palme d'Or winners.
Say more or are more?
More.
Sure, yeah.
Bye. See you later.
Broaden your horizons. Watch foreign film.
Bye.
Bye.
It's been real.
A real slog, just like this movie. Just kidding. This podcast was funner than that movie. Bye.